first time towing a car. So, like, I didn't know what I was doing. So I needed Stacey to tell me what to do, right? What to do, which way to turn, how to turn it. Because he's the one who knows how to tow things.
Well, how come you wanted to learn how to tow? That's a manly thing to do. I wouldn't even, like, wow. And I drove an ambulance at one point.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh, you just wanted, I said, how come you wanted to learn how to tow the car?
Oh, because I never had towed a car before.
Is that like a service you guys were offering to people?
Well, we were thinking about possibly opening it up to be that when we got a truck, but, you know, like, because the truck we had, I wasn't really sure about towing things in it. But we did tow it, and we got the strap broke on it when we were towing it, and we had to get a chain. But,
yeah. So you basically just came back home and seen the neighborhood all crazy and just got blamed for it and had no idea? That's crazy.
Well, here's the thing. They said that we were leaving around the same time that it might have happened. So, according to, like, people, you know, in the neighborhood there, we even live in an HOA. So there's, you know, uppity people there.
What time did you guys leave?
We left around 6:30, and then we didn't get back till, like, probably around 11, between 10 and 11, I would think. And it was late because it was dark outside. And that's why I was like, why is everybody out in the neighborhood? They had big, giant strobe lights shining everywhere.
So you're saying you guys didn't even get back until after 11, and then, so why did, Stacey said you and Brandon went on foot to go look for Michael.
When we got back, we didn't go on foot to look for him. He probably didn't realize we took the car. But we went to go get some drinks from the gas station and to help look because all those people were in the neighborhood. So we went to try to, like, drive around to see if we saw anything suspicious. We didn't go that very long. We probably were only gone, like, maybe 10 minutes because we just realized all these people were there. So it's like, it don't necessarily need my eyes, but yeah.
Well, so you guys left at 6:30 to go get Brandon's car for him. Did you go into Brandon's house? Because, Stacey's been around telling the story so many times, it's hard to put together, like, why they would think that you were guilty. And Brandon supposedly wasn't supposed to even be at his mom's?
No, like, yeah, because his mom was out of town, so, like, he had to ask her, because they have a security system to where if he called her, she could open up any lock on her door from her phone. But, so he had her open the garage, but he didn't want his mom to know that we were there to take the car, because it was his car, but it was his car that he's buying from his mom.
So that makes sense. So you guys just kind of snuck into the side door, or like his mom?
No, me and Stacey, we waited outside in the truck while we waited for him to get everything situated.
Oh, that's funny, because Stacey was saying how you had to pee all the time and that you had to go inside to pee.
No, I didn't go inside to pee. That's weird. No, I went, I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I don't know. I don't think I did. I don't know. It's been a long time. But, that sometimes those little details like that just slip me. But,
yeah, no, I know. I mean, I can imagine. And I don't know. It's like, it's hard to comprehend, how, you know, that happens. And then all of a sudden you're being blamed for something so terrible. And all you guys were doing, we're going to help Brandon get his car. Do you still talk to Brandon?
No, not personally. The reason why I don't talk to Brandon anymore is because he wanted me to leave Stacey and be with him, and I didn't feel right about it. So I told him that we couldn't see each other anymore because it's not, I don't know, I can't be around Brandon and not want to be with him.
Yeah.
Because he had picked up so much stuff for me that my husband was not doing for me. And so I quit seeing Brandon because I didn't want to add anything more to, like, the chaos, to be honest. It's so chaotic.
Well, how come Stacey said that Brandon had brought his clothes and that he changed clothes when y'all went to Brandon's house that day?
How Brandon said,
like, he brought a duffel bag with clothes. And I know you had just posted something about having a laundry business you were trying to start up.
Yeah, I never did get the laundry thing started up. Nobody ever responded to my laundry thing, so it was a good idea.
Yeah, you guys are very creative with your businesses.
Well, actually, it's all been me. Stacey has not. He's not, like, creative. He goes off of what other people say and stuff.
Man,
I mean,
when he did his first interview, I think he was saying that you were trying to call him, and everybody in the chat was like, yeah, put her on the phone. And he said that you weren't able to be on the phone or something. And there was, like, the girl's channel that he was on, she had, like, 30,000 subs. And, like, the whole chat was like, put Sarah up on the phone. We want to hear her side of the story. And he was like, no, she's not allowed to talk.
Oh, my gosh. Wow. Yeah, so there's this lady from the Chicago Tribune.
Yeah.
She wants to do an interview with me. But I talked to my lawyer, and he told me to, like, that I should probably think about more like that stuff when I got out rather than in here.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the stuff that Stacey's been doing is basically just like YouTube stuff. Like, I have a tiny channel. My boyfriend has a pretty decent sized channel. And so, like, we follow true crime. And so it's been, like, a really interesting story we've been following. But, like, Stacey even went on to, like, a psychic lady's channel. He's been everywhere on, like, all these YouTube channels.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I really don't know. He has a tendency to go on and try. He loves attention, so.
Yeah, I think that's human nature a little bit, but yeah, it seems excessive.
Yeah. I don't know. It's too much for me. I'm trying, to just make it through every day here sometimes, and it's frustrating because people actually believe that news crap, and, like, that's exactly what it is. It's crap, absolute crap. And it's gotten, like, one time I went to the chow hall here,
Yeah.
And I sat with my friend that I had made, and she had other friends that were going to sit down, and they sat there and they're like, who are you? And then I told them who I was, and all I said was, my name is Sarah. And they got pissed off, stood up, and refused to sit there.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, bro, you don't even know me, and you don't even know anything about me, because if you did, you would know that this is a load of crap. Just like all the people that actually do know me, they all are sad that I'm having to even go through this. They all tell me, Sarah, I'm so sorry you're having to go through this, because I've had to go through hell before this. Like, being with Stacey has been no easy pickle. And being, before I was with Stacey, I was in prison before for what they call robbery and ID theft. But the robbery one was actually a $40 tank of gas.
Oh, my God.
So I went to prison for $40 in gas, and that's only because I used to sell Cutco knives. And so I had a Cutco knife in the car with me. So they deemed it as a robbery rather than a theft 3. So it should have been a misdemeanor charge, but it turned into a Class A felony in Oregon. So that's what they and that happened over 10 years ago. But they used that in my trial this time and used it as a reason why they shouldn't let me out.
Well, who was that guy, Tyler? Was it Tyler that filed, or you had the incident with? Because nobody talks about him.
Tanner?
Was that or Tanner? He's another person you guys just decided to help out and let live with you guys?
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that we did. Not all the time, but we did it a few times, and Tanner was one that we were helping out. He said he got kicked out of his aunt's house because he talked to his mother, and his mother was apparently someone he shouldn't be living with, and so the aunt got mad that he was talking to her and kicked him out of his house. So he'd been sleeping on the streets for a couple of days, and like he was a taxi customer that I had on the previous week before that, and we had a good conversation about God, me and Tanner did, and so I just felt like it was an okay thing to have him over because, I mean, here he was, talking to me about God and, like,
yeah, you thought you were helping minister to the guy.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
But then, it was our 4th-year wedding anniversary when all this happened. So me and Stacey did not get to get our dinner, and I had hardly anything to eat that day, and they barely let me have, like, some of the pork I had made. I had made some pork for us previous days and put it in the refrigerator, and I asked them to bring it to me because they were going to let me sit in the cop car and starve. Yeah. And I'm like, no, I'm diabetic. Like, I need you to please let me eat something,
Yeah, because that can be dangerous.
Yeah, it really can. It's kind of like here, like, they give me my insulin, like, sometimes 40 minutes before dinner. Like, it's not always good to do that, but my blood sugar has been so high that it doesn't really matter too much.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, it's been in the 300. It's supposed to be 100 to 150.
Yeah.
But it's been in the 300s and 400s.
I just can't. It's like I keep replaying what you said about how you just got home and then all of a sudden you're like the suspect of this horrendous thing, and they're just like, I'm like trying to imagine what I would do, like, if I were you. That's crazy.
You're gonna do what?
No, I said I was just thinking back to what you said, how you got home and got into your neighborhood, and they all of a sudden are accusing you of this terrible crime. I just can't get past that. Like,
I know, I can't get past it myself. It drives me. It's like, really, it literally makes no sense. It just doesn't make any sense. Even like if you look at the map of where we live, because that night when I went to go after everybody was watching, and I went to go help look or whatever, that was the first night I've ever been on that street. There's no reason to go down 9th Street because 8th Street's the main street, and the main street connects to the big main street that goes through town. There's no reason for me to go out of my way and go around on 9th Street. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. The whole thing doesn't make any sense to me. And, like, the officer, she just has this whole scenario in her head that she started planning. And I know because she was telling me that, because they had called me into their office to try to supposedly talk to me about my neighbors, but it ended up being that they were talking to me about us because, and I've seen the wheels working in that woman's head. Like, she was just trying to fabricate a whole story, and I kept telling her it's not true what you're saying, and she just ran with it. It's like she's a book writer or something.
What was that about you guys having to put power steering fluid into the car all the time?
Oh, into the truck?
The truck, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, the power steering fluid was always leaking, so we had to put more in there all the time.
Because Stacey had said you guys basically left the house and, like, not even out of the neighborhood, you had to stop to put power steering fluid in the truck.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, we had to stop right there, right? We usually, whenever I have to do something when I'm driving right that spot, I pull over to the side because there's like a big field of what do you call it? Different plants. I don't know if it's alfalfa or what they grow there, but there's a huge field right there of like growing stuff. But we just stopped there to do the power steering. I forgot all about it.
Did you see the kid that Stacey... Because Stacey said he saw a kid playing. Did you see the kid?
No. I did not see any children.
Yeah.
And I sometimes, when you go up and down that road, there's usually children going up and down that road because there's 2 HOAs, and each HOA has an entrance, and you have to walk and drive out of that side of the entrance. You can't go out any other entrance. So there's people that walk between that neighborhood and our neighborhood on a normal basis. That's just the routine for walking.
Why did Stacey say that Michael was in your backyard?
Yeah, I don't know why he said that, because he's crazy, because Michael was never in our backyard, not even once. I don't even know where he got that from.
Yeah, because he said that on a couple of different live streams on YouTube, and then he said that he made it up.
He did. He made it up. That is a for sure thing.
I don't think that's helping him out.
No, it's not. It's not helping. It's not helping any of us. But, this is what he told me, because he told everybody that I have freaking herpes.
Yeah,
right?
He did.
Yeah, well, I confronted him about that, and I was like, why did you tell people that I have herpes? And then he said, because I was angry. So he just said it out of anger. On a national thing, so that everybody in the whole country knows that I have herpes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not really nice. And then he's telling you that he still loves you while he's talking on all these YouTube channels about how you're crazy and you've got herpes and you were sleeping with Brandon and all that other stuff. And, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then he was talking about how he used to be angry and he used to beat people up. And then I'm thinking, dude, is he somebody that could hurt somebody?
Yeah. He used to be like that before he met me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary. I don't know.
Yeah, but he grew up in, group homes. His adoptive mom put him in group homes because he had too much anger.
Dang.
I've seen Stacey make up stories before, because there was this girl that was in Montana that he got mad at her, and so he went out of his way to call CPS and on her for her kids, even though she didn't do anything.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he almost got her kids taken from her.
That's terrible.
I know. That's the kind of stuff that happens when you piss him off. He literally will go out of his way to try to destroy you.
Wow.
And I'm no exception, because clearly he made it a point to let me know now that he wants to destroy me if I don't comply with whatever he wants. Because that's what it's like, oh, you don't want to do what I want. See, here's the thing. When I got out, because I got out for 3 months, I didn't put any money on his books. I didn't talk to him because my lawyer told me not to do those things. And the pretrial release officer that I had to check in with every week told me also, if he catches me talking to Stacey at that time, that I was going to get a parole violation, or a PV or something like it, and have to go back to jail. So I didn't talk to him, and it made him really angry. He got really angry about that.
Oh, I bet. He seems like he's trying to control the conversation. That's why when he called me the other night, he's like, "Are you so-and-so?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he kind of was like, "Oh, well, I'm just making sure of what you guys are going to say." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure she's grown and she can, talk to who she wants. I wish my boyfriend would try to tell me who I can talk to, or make sure you guys are talking about something that's okay to talk about.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm not going to he doesn't get to tell me who I talk to. So
that's why I was mad originally and wanted to reach out to you because, like I said, I'd seen him on like 10 different channels, and the one channel that I saw him on the first time, everybody in the chat and the lady that was holding the interview was like, well, put Sarah on the phone. We want to hear her side of the story. We want her to talk because she deserves her side of the story too. And he just was like, no, she's not allowed to talk.
Wow. That's crazy. I mean, it's harder for me to get my story out being in here. But, I definitely will.
1 minute remaining.
Together. Oh, we got 1 minute remaining.
Oh, no.
Do you want me to call you tomorrow so we save money? Or?
Yeah, definitely. It was fun talking to you.
Yeah, it's good talking to you, too. I appreciate you.
Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.